is not a Bible. This is the story of philosophy by William Durant. It's a great read. You should get it. Tarot decks. Okay, so here's the altar, and I want to give an explanation of what the altar is all about and why it's set up how it is. So the first part of the altar will have the top of the altar. So respect to the altar is given by a curtain above, apron, and the first thing I have above is I have bells above. Charms. They are dragonflies. Sun and dragonflies represent life, rebirth. And we see our first main altar. Eyes are closed. You'll see here to the left, eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. Now what you're looking at here is you have the center of what you are, your being here in the center. You have the sun. You have the moon. Eyes are closed again. So you have the sun and moon transition to the day, and then here you'll see, I need to put a light on it, but sorry. Okay. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. So what it means having all the eyes closed on all my Buddhas is that it represents the dream world into the meditative state when our eyes are closed and we go to a meditative state. That's a place where it's in the in-between world. And here you'll see the Native American. He's the only one on the altar with his eyes open, but he's in the dream world. He has the cougars on his head that represent that he's a shaman and that he is in the dream world. So his eyes are open, but his eyes are open in another world. So then we have our smudging. Goes on daily. Sometimes I skip a day or two. This is one of the crystals I use in my healing work. This little guy back here, he is known as Viracocha. He is the highest god of the Aztec people. Then what we have here at the end is the big Buddha. And people ask me all the time, why are there differences in the shapes of the Buddha and the styles of the Buddhas? And the difference is because as Buddhism travels from country to country, its representations of what the symbols and the statues were interpreted the best they could. So they were, you're going to find a lot of statues that they're all Buddha. Even this big chubby guy here. So this guy on my altar, he represents that in this world here, there is an energy, an unseen energy at your fingertips. And you can manipulate this energy that you can't see, but it's there. So I just want you to remind you that within your fingertips, always there's an energy. At times your life may seem unbalanced. You go up and down, up and down, and back and forth. But if you change your perception, you'll find that life levels out, becomes steady. If you change your perception, everything's straight. So now you understand the reason I have the closed eyes here, when I'm sitting and meditating. I'm going to another world, a spirit world, and I'm speaking to the spirit people. And I'm realizing that I have my power, my energy, my prana, my chi. So then we come here in the front. We have a few things here. We have a whistle here, Mayan whistle. California, on the west, in the southwest, we don't use drums. We use rattles. We use a rattle like this. Other rattles, similar to this one. This is one I use quite a bit. You might have heard in a few of my videos. This is that rattle there. So we'll use those rattles and we'll pick up the pace to get into a rhythmic trance and build ourselves up. I'll also use those types of rattles when cleansing to clear space. These bells and these rattles are often used to notify the spirit world and to cleanse the spirit world that we're coming in to cleanse the area. So those are very powerful in the unseen world, as well as the sage. I'm burning Nag Champas, which is one of my favorites, the black box Nag Champas. Again, so the meaning of the altar is to take yourself to a very special place, to meditate, to gather your thoughts, your focus. And to focus on letting go of things that are not serving you, anxieties for bills that are not even here yet, problems that you're anticipating to have, and having anxiety over them. And it might even not be that you're going to run into those problems, but you're building them in your mind. You're anticipating dread, and you shouldn't do that to yourself. You have to learn to focus on not anticipating and being in the now, enjoying now. Because what happens if you're not in the now, then you're you're finding yourself being anxious and worried, for reasons that you don't need to be. I mean, the world will never end today or tomorrow. It will go on. And what seemed terrible today will be gone tomorrow. If you let your mind wander too much, and you're not constantly asking yourself why you're responding emotionally to this subject matter or to this event or to this situation that you're in, you have to stand back and ask yourself, why was I responding this way? What was the cause of my emotion to be so out of control at that moment, and for me to be anxious and uneasy over that situation? Could I have done this or that? Or could I have not overthink? Overthink. Better just let it go and know that when you apply yourself and you work and you get up and you go and you do it, that everything that you need you'll get. You'll never go through a time that is worth all the anxiety that you put yourself through. Stop anticipating what you can't control. Enjoy the moment. Namaste.